Ooh, this is so personal. Like, do I really want to talk about this? Welcome back, my lovely visionaries, to my channel where I, Ardell, take you on a journey to capture the vision of my life and hope to inspire you lovelies to do the exact same thing. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and remember to hit that gray bell to be notified the moment I upload another video every Wednesday on all things ADHD, mental well-being, and personal development. Obviously, you could tell by the title what is the topic at hand, but I'm going to be sharing with you my personal story, my experience with Adderall. Now, just to say off the front, I have nothing against Adderall, people that take it, anything about it. Just for me and my personal experience, it is something that I choose to opt out from. Let's get into it, shall we? Story time. I'm gonna spill that tea. Wow, I'm sure I'm coming off really hip right now. Before I was ever diagnosed with ADHD, I was prescribed Adderall. A while back in the day when I was young. I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. And everybody said, back in the day, about 9 years ago, I lost my faith in God. And in so doing, I lost myself. 25 years old, 2010, I had never had a drink in my entire life. I'd never been under any influence. And when I lost my faith in God, my heart was broken. I had no reason to not do certain things, so I had started to have drinks. And before I knew it, hanging out with a certain crowd, Adderall was around. And so I started using Adderall. I definitely did not use it as prescribed because it wasn't prescribed to me yet. My friends that were around me at the time, they were not the best of influences. They told me what I can do to get Adderall. I was able to go to, for lack of a better word, a shady doctor who wrote me a prescription for Adderall based on like nothing. Upon being prescribed Adderall by this said doctor, I was given a dosage. The dosage that I was recommended, I took more of. I would take a certain amount. I was like, I'm not really feeling the effects of it. And I would take more of it. And I wouldn't feel like I was feeling the effects of it. And I would take more of it. And before I knew it, I was super emotional, super stressed, super frustrated, a lot of anxiety, or not anxiety, but like I was always just really tense, and I would just snap at the most simplest of things. Like I would try to work on art. I would take Adderall to work on art, to use it to help me focus. And when the painting wouldn't be working the way I wanted it to, and the colors wouldn't look right, I remember vividly one time literally trying to snap a painting in half with my knee and throwing it. It would cause me to clench in my teeth, and it would cause me to grind. And then when I would see videos on playback, it was really painful for me to watch. The part of me that deep inside was like, what are you doing right now with your life, would watch these videos and just be like, ugh. It just didn't make me a good person. And I remember another time it had me awake for 2 days straight. And I remember being an emotional wreck. I just couldn't physically control myself and could not stop crying. Eventually it would go away and the feeling would go away. And before I knew it, I would start using it again in that same format. And it just didn't manifest itself well for me. When I was in that mode in my life, I was just constantly using Adderall, constantly using substances, and constantly partying like a rock star in a way that I just didn't have the mental capacity to stop, collaborate, and listen, because I was back with a brand new addiction, because something had grabbed a hold of me tightly, and it was Adderall. And it was everything that I was doing at the time. Uppers and downers and sidewaysers and everything that you can imagine. Okay, losing it. Okay, losing it. And it was just a culmination of everything that I was doing at the time. I feel like the scene in Titanic where Kate Winslet's like, I was sitting in the middle of a crowded room screaming at the top of my lungs and nobody even looked up. I needed to look up for myself and get up and stand up for my life. When I had it, I was hyper focused on it. I always felt like I needed it. I was really addicted to the idea of having to have it to help me function, but I didn't even know I had ADHD. I just knew I was really distracted and lazy, I thought. So I would use it all the time, way too much, way too often, way too soon. Eventually it caused me to lose my appetite, and I lost a lot of weight, and I was down to an unhealthy number that even now when I look back on photos, it's not a pretty picture. I look really gaunt. I'm not healthy. My friends and family were a little concerned for me, and people were constantly telling me to eat a sandwich because I was really thin. I did not look good though. I mean, I want to look like J-Lo. I don't want to look like J-No. That was a stretch of a joke. Because of the way I met Adderall, I didn't use it to benefit my life, and I abused it, and it ended up just not being a good thing for me. It left a really bitter taste in my mouth, and literally, I I don't trust myself with it. And this is not something that's benefiting me. It's not adding to my life. So I just remember knowing that I needed to stop. I was diagnosed as depressed at that time. For those of you that want to watch that video, you can watch it right here. I was on way too many substances all the time. I was just over medicated. I just think that Adderall was something that I couldn't learn the art of just doing what I needed to do and just taking what I needed to take as prescribed. The only good thing I would say about my experience with Adderall, again, my experience, I have nothing against people that take Adderall as prescribed, is I feel like it might be used to help someone else. If somebody out there relates and they find themselves feeling like they might not be using Adderall correctly, you can stop and you can reach out for help. Also, it got me to a point where I realized I needed to change. I got on my knees and prayed to God for the first time in over 3 years. If you are real, let me know and help me. And he rescued me in a way that I never thought would happen. If you want to hear that story, let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to get into it, but I was able to turn my life around from the experience that I had. So that is my story about my experience with Adderall, and I don't have a desire to be prescribed it again. I'm choosing to go the holistic route with my ADHD. The idea of getting on any medication for me is just something I've not been interested in since that time in my life. I would rather be my normal crazy than that crazy. I was able to turn my life around, and my pursuit of self-awareness and learning to better myself, I'm wanting to share that with everybody in hopes, again, to inspire you to do the same thing. Going inside yourself is a place that not a lot of us want to go to, but my experience at that time in my life led me to look at myself and see why I was acting a certain way. It turned my life upside down, and I feel like all that came from it was good, because all that came from it was self-discovery. It was a hot mess of a picture, and I'm so lucky that I had friends and family that rallied around me and that got me out of that muck. But it's not a time period that I look back to and want to revisit. And I fought tooth and nail to get where I am today. As the great Miley Cyrus once said, it's not about how fast you get there, it's the climb. And that's why I keep harping on you guys, to work on yourselves, But that's why I'm sharing with you guys my journey, to hopefully inspire you guys to do the same thing, and to know that it ain't pretty. It's not going to be cute the whole way there, and you're never going to arrive, which is the irony of it all. But that is having vision, is continuously going after your hopes and dreams with the fact that you're never going to get there, because you just always envision more and more and more for yourself. That concludes my story. If you have any more questions, if you got something out of this, if you want to share your thoughts, please let me know in the comments section below. You know I love hearing from you. Now, if you liked this video, let me know by giving it one big thumbs up. And please remember to subscribe to my channel and click the little gray bell to be notified the moment I upload another video every Wednesday. And remember, all of you visionaries are in my prayers, and I hope you have a really wonderful rest of your week. I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Or should I say, like back in my Adderall day, bye. Oh gosh, I'm so